Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Tapping Flamingo, and the other day I did an unboxing about some really neat things I got from my friends at New Craft Day, and today I'm going to talk in depth about one of those things, and it is actually a loom. Let's see what we have here. So we have the instructions all in a language I cannot read, but we do have pictures. So we have yarn. I'm going to set that aside. And let's see what we have here. This, I think I'm going to set that aside for now. And this, I don't need that right now. I think the way this goes, I've been doing a little bit of investigating. And I think you have one of these that go here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I did it at the bottom there. All right. Those fit really snug. And I'm kind of tempted to maybe glue them, but I don't know. They may not need glued. Let's see if I can get these in. Look at these instructions better. Okay. They have to go this way because they're too big to go that way. So, and you want these little notches so you can put your yarn in there. Okay, that fit in a lot better. Eventually, I may put some glue in here to leave it in there permanently. I'm actually really excited about this. I've been doing some investigating on projects. I have a lot of things I want to make with this. All right. This, I believe, is a comb. This, I don't know what it's called, but you use it when you put your yarn on here to flip the yarn, which I'll get into that in a minute. This is something to wrap your yarn around, okay? So for this, the way you get it started is you're going to use a very thin yarn compared to this, okay? And I'm sure once you get more advanced, you can change things up a little bit. But we're a beginner here, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So we are going to use the yarn that came in the little package here. I'm going to unknot it. Let's see. And it's getting a little late. I may have to do part of this video and then do the rest of it tomorrow. So, okay, let's see. Don't want to get this all knotted worse than it already is. Okay, there we go. So, from what I understand, I'm going to tie this here, down here. See if this works. And this just attaches it to this little thing. Let me put a knot in it. I just don't want it to come undone while I'm working. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to loop them in these little things. Let's see. Maybe that's not where it goes. Trial and error here. Because I want these to be straight. All right. I know you have to tie this on there somehow. Well, let's just see how this works. Okay, so I'm going up. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go up and then down. Maybe that'll work. Because they need to be straight. I know some projects I've seen people do, they may have, they may go twice in these loops. But like I said, we're very beginner here. And I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm taking y'all on my journey, on the journey with me on how exactly to do these. And I was thinking I probably could make a bracelet. In fact, you know what? Well, we'll just goof around here, and then maybe later on, when I know more of what I'm doing, we'll make a bracelet. But let me finish putting all this on, and I'll be right back. So I have everything all looped up and ready and tied it off at the end here. So I've got it tied off here and tied off here. And all this does is keep things from slipping. All right, so this thing, I think what you do is you put it underneath all of these, okay, like so. And then when it flips, you're going to flip it so these strings go inside the grooves. But it's only every other one that goes inside the groove, okay? But then when you flip it over again, it's the opposite strings that are up and down, okay? So it makes it easier to feed your yarn through, okay? And you don't really need this. It just kind of makes life easier, I think. See how every other, this is down, up, and so forth. And then when I flip this, this piece of yarn would come up and this one would go down and so forth. Okay, let me set this aside. And we've got this yarn. And it looks like it's just strings, a different color of yarn. And I'm going to use this, which I think this is a shuttle. I'm not really for sure. Each one of these components actually has a name. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to thread this shuttle, if that's what it's called, like so. Okay, and once I get that all threaded, we're going to come back over here. Whoops. Get this raised. I think you might be able to see it better this way. So I'm going to take my shuttle here and I'm going to go underneath all the raised pieces of thread here. So it's every other one. Now if you didn't have this, you could just go under, over, under, over, under, over. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to pull this through. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of yarn here. I have some idea of what I want to do, but in case I need to have that, I'm going to keep it. Now, this is not tight. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to scooch, whoops, scooch this down. And then this is where the comb comes in. You comb it down, okay? And now we're going to go back through, but we've got to raise the other strings. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm not sure I like this or not. I'm wondering if just a big needle would work better. Now, when you go to tighten this, you want to make sure, see I have this loop here, you don't want to tighten it where it's going to do that, okay? See if I can loosen that some. All right. I'm going to comb that down. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to get a needle, and I'm actually going to not use this and try something. So I just had one of these little plastic needles, and I'm going to try that now. Okay, now so now I need to flip this back. Okay, and then this time it's opposite of what it was. Get back over there. Pull that through. Yeah, I liked that. That was a lot easier to do. You may find this easier, but for me it was not. All right, so I see a problem here. Watch. Oh, there's no problem. Okay, I thought that was not hooked around. If I had skipped this, there would have been a problem. You could have unraveled it all. But see how this is hooked around there, just like this is hooked around at the end? That's what you want. Okay. Let me comb. Boom. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do some more of these rows. And then when I finish all of my red here, I'll come back and show you what I've got. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have this tight enough. Okay, there we go. All right, I want to show you something I goofed. I went under when I should have gone over. And if I do that and I kept pulling, look, everything's going to come undone. So, see? Oh no, I'll go ahead and pull that all out. All of this will come undone. and then it will continue to unravel. So you have to be careful about that. All right, let me show you where I'm at. I did all the red, and I wound up taking this thing out. To me, it made it more difficult. So basically, I'm using this instead of this, and I'm not using this. And I'm just going over, under, and then when I get down here, I'm going to do the opposite. You want to make sure that your yarn goes up around that end so you don't wind up unraveling everything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish with these colors, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. So I got all the colors done. It didn't really take me that long to do. We are on a different day. I mean, I didn't do it in one sitting. So, but I probably could have, maybe sitting watching TV or something. You do have to pay attention, though, that you are going over, under. But now is the scary part. I got to take it off the loom. And, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this part off. And this part off. And from what I understand, I think you just carefully pull them off. Now, I did move this up because I think I want these to hang. I don't know. I don't really know what this is going to be or what I'm doing. But I'm going to go ahead and just pull these off. I wanted my my weaving part to be in the middle of all these. So pull them off of that. Off of this. All right. Okay. Oh, and by the way, all these strings that were hanging on the side, I actually wove them in. I just took this needle and then wove them through. And I need to cut them off. In fact, let me get a pair of scissors. All right, I got these really pretty scissors. These came from New Craft Day too. And I'm just going to trim all these little things off here. So they're not in the way. But like I said, this is after I wove them into the design here. All right, now what to do with these? Somebody told me that they're fine just like this. I don't like really the look of them, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim these and I'm going to tie them. So they're like tassels. So I'm just going to, and then I'm just going to take these and tie them. In a knot. Like that. Because I don't know. I'm afraid it's going to come unraveled. It may not, but I just want to be safe. See how that's going to look? Let me finish this rest and I'll come back. Now, I just wanted to show you something. See how it's coming loose here? I'm afraid, I mean, they wouldn't come all the way off because there's a loop there. But you don't want these to all be loose. We also have one more tie here. Basically what I'm going to do is use that, both ties, and just use it as like it's one tie there, and just go ahead and tie a knot. But see how it's kind of, it's not really coming out, but it's coming loose. So I think it's necessary to do something like this. I will be doing some more investigating on this loom. Let me trim that. And probably be doing some more projects, but that will be over on my Be Creative channel. So if you're not subscribed to that, you should subscribe to that. You can go check those videos out when I get them done. It's not going to be like tomorrow, but it'll be soon because I want to play around with this. I have some ideas. All right, I have it all finished. There it is. It's a little wonky, but now that I've actually done something with this, I have some ideas, other ideas I want to work on. And, you know, just as with everything else, practice makes perfect. Or I like to say practice makes better, because you know what? We will never be perfect at anything. But practice definitely will make better. And so I need to work on this. And I'm actually excited to do that. I think you can make a bracelet. You know, you would just do a smaller strip. And then, let's see. You know, it would be more about that size. Anyway, have y'all ever done anything on a loom like this, woven anything? Let me know down in the comment section below, and also if you liked it and what you've made. And thanks for joining me. If you are interested in getting your own loom, I will have a link down in the description box below on how you can get your loom along with a coupon code. So check that out if you're interested. Those things were only like about $5, so they're not that expensive. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.